prepare for OET is not only the question asked by the beginners or by those who are preparing by self, but also by those who are failing the test repeatedly. I am Kirti from Kirti Institute, and today I am going to make your OET preparation easy step by step. So stay tuned with me till the end. So let's begin. Number one is understand the test. Before you start preparing for any kind of test, you should be aware about the test contents, format, about each part or each subtest of the test, then what all things are included, how you are going to be assessed, then what is the assessment criteria, that everything you should be aware of. Number two is assess your requirements. I mean to say requirements is what is your desired goal. For example, if your desired goal is B, you should be aware of that particular goal as per the country that you are selecting to migrate. Number two is requirements in the sense of requirement of that particular band score. Suppose if you want to score B, how it is different than A and C. So what is the exact requirement of band B? That also you should be aware of, especially for writing and speaking, because they have fixed assessment criteria for writing and speaking. So you must be aware of those assessment criteria to understand that I need to perform in this way to get this score. Okay. Number three is improve your English. This is something very important because many students ask question that how much time it takes to prepare for OET, and it is absolutely difficult question for me to answer before assessing their actual level of English. So first of all, you should think that what is your level of English. You should assess your own level of English, and if it is little bit below than the OET requirements, then you should prepare for basic English first. And I'm happy to announce that we have now started training for basic English. So if you are interested, you can contact us on the given contact details on www.kirtiinstitute.com. Okay, so this was about basic English. If your level of English is little bit lower than the OET requirements, then you should do both the things simultaneously. You can prepare for the basic English. On the other hand, you can start preparing for OET. So first of all, match your level of English with OET requirements and then start preparing for OET. Number four is set your goal. So this depends on how much time you have daily, because I know you all are medical professionals, and because of the COVID-19 pandemic, your duty hours has been extended. So you in those time period, it must be very difficult for you to prepare for OET. But if you are coming back to home or you are already at home and preparing for OET, then take advantage and try to learn more and more on daily basis, and then set your goal on the things that depends on how much time you can spend, how many tests you can cover per day, and how much improvement you can show on day-to-day basis. Okay, so based on that, you should prepare for your, you should set your goal. Then learn tips and techniques. You know that OET has 4 subtests, and all 4 subtests, especially listening and reading, are further divided into 3 parts, right? And in writing, you are going to write 1 formal letter, and in speaking, you are going to have 1 warm-up session and 2 role-play cards. So to attempt for each kind of question, or to attempt each part, there is a specialized tips and techniques to attempt your test properly to get the desired score. Okay, so you should be aware of the tips and techniques of each part of OET subtest. Okay. Now begin with sample tests. So from where you should start? So on official website, that is www.occupationalenglishTest.org, you will find the sample test, in which 2 sample tests are provided for each subtest. So you can understand that what kind of test it is and what kind of questions you can expect during the real exam. So you can start with sample tests. Get training, especially for writing and speaking. You need your letters and speaking to be assessed by experts, by the experienced trainer. Okay, and I am of course one of them. So you can prepare your letters and speakings must be assessed by the experienced person to have the full confidence to appear for the test and to get the desired score. Now plan your study. Once you get enrolled with someone, you should always plan your study. Have a planner that from Monday to Friday, I am going to attempt these many tests. On Saturday, I will keep a day for the mock test to cover all 4 modules. And then you should analyze your mistakes that you have made throughout your week, and you are going to assess your own work, and you can understand your own mistakes and can avoid in future. So this is how you can plan your study of the week, and then you can move forward. Now appear for the mock test. It is not necessary to get enrolled with someone to appear for the mock test if you are well aware about all these things, if you have practiced enough, if you have already your writing and speakings are already assessed by the experienced one and you are getting satisfactory score, then it is not necessary to get enrolled with someone to have the mock test. But you should appear for the mock test by your own at your own home. You should sit for continuously 3 hours. That will include your listening, reading and then writing, because the time pressure at exam is much more higher than you will be facing at home. Okay, so you should be aware what complications are coming if you are sitting for 3 hours constantly, because it really matters a lot. You may need to use a restroom in between, or you may need you may need to have some water to drink. So these are the obstacles that are coming. Apart from that, when you are writing your letter, after 2 hours of doing listening and reading, your actual capacity to concentrate, to focus, to think, to plan everything is little bit deteriorating. So before you apply for your real test, it is really necessary for you to sit for 3 consecutive hours without any break and experience what actually happens, and write in the comment box after you do that. I would love to know that. Okay, so this is how you can prepare for your OET, and we do have facility for mock test, so feel free to ask us. And if you are really able to find what you were looking for in this video, then please press the like button, share with your OET friends and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for listening.